And McLaren F1 star Lando joins us now from Silverstone. Thanks for joining us, Lando. It's great to have you with us.
Good morning, our adopted son. There he is.
Good morning.
We miss you, darling. We miss you.
How are you all?
Very, very well, thanks, Lando. Very proud of you.
Thank you so much. Good to know. Good to know I'm still. Yeah, good to know I'm still your son.
Yeah, you absolutely are.
So, Lando, overall last season, how was it for you? Were you happy? Do you think it went well? I know it didn't start so well, but it kind of seemed like it came good after a few races.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly that. We didn't start the way we wanted to, but we knew it from a very early stage, and we turned the whole season around completely. So going on to score as many podiums as we did, turning the car around as much as we did, fighting, being the second most competitive team on the whole second half of the season was definitely not something we expected, but definitely something we wanted to achieve. So I was very proud of everyone. It was the job we needed to do, and we want to start this season off just as well as we ended last year.
So do you feel like this season is the season where we could see you on the first podium?
It's my goal. It's our goal. It's my goal included. You never know, because you never know what other teams have come up with, what ideas, what fancy little things they've been able to make on the car. But if there's any season I have had some confidence, I think it's going to be this one, because the team's in the best place it's ever been. I feel I'm in the best place I've ever been, and we're just on a little bit of a roll, so we want to keep that up. And I just drove the car earlier today, so it was actually good to be back behind the wheel. It's a bit wet, the weather's not the best, but I want to say yes. I want to say yes because I want to be positive and I want to be confident in myself, so I hope it's going to be this year.
And Lando, me and Alison are quite into Formula One, so we do enjoy it, and we both sort of had the good fortune to go to a couple. What strikes me is, the cars are incredible and there are these amazing pieces of kit, and yet sometimes they're kind of stuck together with glue and sellotape, just whatever gets it over. But also, your job is so weird because it's a combination of kind of this technical ability and instinct, and you've also got to be so fit as well. Like you all those things have to combine for you to even get on the racetrack, right?
I mean, it's not a simple sport. I think that's the best way of putting it. It's not simple. It's not as easy as... it's different, comparing to a lot of others. It's not as easy as picking up a football and going for a kickabout, or tennis racket and a ball. It's much more difficult to just go and have a little play around. Today is like my first day of getting to have a little play around, but there's a lot of aspects to it. The technical side, all of that ability to know how to develop, how to make a car quicker. Then there's the side of driving, the bit I love the most out of any of it, just going out and driving as quickly as I can. But then with that, and with most sports, you have the physical attributes of it too. So it is tough. It's not as, I want to say, as easy as it looks on TV, because on TV sometimes I feel like it doesn't do me any justice on actually what's going on behind the wheel and in the cockpit. It looks just beautiful and calm and stress-free, and I tell you, it's quite the opposite.
And are you happy with the car at the moment? We can't really see it at the moment because we know it's top secret. We've got a few images of the car, but not too many. But what can you tell us about this new car? Tell us all about it.
It's black and orange, and it goes real fast.
Surprise.
Interesting.
It's tough. It's too early. I bet you didn't know that. It's too early to say, honestly. We have to wait until we head out to Bahrain, which is not far away at all, in 1.5 to 2 weeks. Today I get that initial feeling, just to be back behind the steering wheel, to be back behind that cockpit. It's what I love. And going out today in these wet weather conditions is never the best in terms of getting a proper feel on what's been improved and the finer details. So we're going to have to wait just a little bit to know and find out more information, as well as many others. Mercedes are out today and some other teams. So time will tell.
One of the most interesting things about Formula One is how they change the rules to try and make it a level playing field. So then your car kind of has to adapt, and your whole team has to adapt as well so quickly, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's every day. As soon as you rest for one day, you're going to be falling behind. So it's a constant race on the track and also off the track, and even between drivers. It's not just the cars which want to be quick. Every driver wants to try and improve and so forth. So the team need to do the best job that they can. I need to do the best job that I can, and there's no rest from now. And I say from last year, years roll over to years. So as soon as you get some advantage, that's going to continue for a long time. So we work very hard to try and give ourselves any advantage that we can. But But yeah, you're always trying to improve the car, make it a bit quicker, make it easier to drive. You're always trying to come up with new ideas and trying things and testing things. But that's part of Formula One. That's what makes it so exciting, that people are innovative and coming up with special ideas and tricks that you might never have seen before. And I think that's something that makes it very special.
And something else that's made it very exciting is obviously the Netflix series Drive to Survive, which everyone's watching. You've got a whole new fan base, really. Younger people are getting involved, more women are watching it now, which is wonderful. We get to see your relationship with regards to Oscar, that competitive edge that you have with each other. I mean, how do you keep yourself grounded?
Brilliant question. It's just the people I have around me. I think that's probably the most important thing. You know, Netflix has been great for Formula One, for us as a sport. I think you've been able to see a lot more on what goes into it. Instead of just a driver putting a helmet on and going around the circuit, you see a lot more what goes into every day, what goes into the risks, the rewards, the tough moments, the special moments. You know, you see personalities and attitudes and all of these things. And I think that's something that gives the viewer and the person watching a much better understanding of what it takes to be in the position that we're in.
And Lando, you know, obviously
some bits are very tough, but I enjoy a lot.
It's an incredible sport. It's an incredible opportunity you have, and you get paid well for it. But when you're away, you're pretty much away for a huge chunk of the year. So do you get to see your friends? Do you keep in touch with the same guys you grew up with?
I try to. I mean, a lot of the people I grew up with are people I was racing against. You know, that's how early my life started with racing. So I actually brought a few of my friends. They're just next to me now. A few of my friends here today, because it's not often I get to bring them along and kind of see a bit more behind the scenes. So spending time with family and friends for me has always been very important. It's not easy to do it in the middle of the season, so I try and make the most of it when it's not the middle of the season.
Well, listen, you can come and see your family soon. We're always here in the studio. We can't wait for you to come in. We're so proud of you and everything that you do, darling.
Thank you so much. Nice to see you guys.
This could be the season. This could be the season.
Thank you. We will be.
Yeah, you never know.
Thanks, Lando. We should go to the Formula One and actually just masquerade as his parents.
I'll bring him a lunchbox.
We adopted him. He's our adopted son.
I'll bring him his lunch.
Yeah.
You can give him...
Wash him behind the ears.
Yeah.
I didn't think you were still there, Lando. Sorry.
Oh, you're still there. We're just dreaming.
Thanks, Lando. Best of luck, mate.